Microsoft will combine Xbox and Windows together to enhance the handheld experience. What does that mean? Great Taylor Hill over at Insider Gaming. In a recent interview, Microsoft's Jason Ronald, the VP of Next Generation, dude, that's a title? VP of Next Generation. I want that one on ITG. Explained that the company is working to fuse Xbox and Windows to create an enhanced, accessible, and much more enjoyable handheld gaming experience. He stressed that the tech titan has spent 20 years building a world-class operation system, but that OS is confined almost entirely to the console. The goal is to make Windows-powered gaming handhelds much more efficient and user-friendly by linking the power and versatility of Windows with the gaming-focused capabilities of the UI of Xbox. For years, rumors regarding the Xbox handheld have circulated like wildfire, absolutely. With the global rise of handheld gaming devices soaring, many have wholeheartedly expected Team Green to come out with something in that space, but Xbox's representatives have remained relatively tight-lipped. During a recent panel that was covered by The Verge, Jason Ronald of Microsoft spoke about the impending fusion between Xbox and Windows that will vastly improve how users enjoy their handheld devices. For the longest time, devices like the ROG Ally and the Ally X have been hampered by the cumbersome and at times buggy Windows UI experience on the small screen. We've been really innovating for a long time on the console space, and as we partner across the industries, it's entirely about how do we bring those innovations that we incubated and developed in the console space and bring them to the PC and bring them to the handheld gaming space. I would say it's bringing the best of Xbox and Windows together because we have spent the last 20 years building a world-class operating system. That's just patting himself on the back.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Dude, at the end of the day, we all know now, and Phil Spencer said, yes, we are building, we are creating a handheld device. Still years away. Is mind-blowing, I honestly think at this point. Like, could we see this? Now, granted, on the other side of it, though, Michael, we're talking about getting a new console from Xbox next year. Is that the handheld that they combine to make the next iteration and improvement on the OS, on the operating systems for handhelds? Is this where we're going?
Oh, this is tough for me because I'm starting to get worried that we're going to get too many cooks in the kitchen, Drew, right? Because we're going to, I mean, look, I'm not going to say that Windows isn't this terrible operating system. I've been using it my whole life, but everyone's met someone who hates Windows, right? And a Windows update breaks their PC. So the moment Windows gets involved, you're going to get worried, right? I don't want to have to start on my handheld and update to Windows 11 on my handheld or Windows 12, and then it changes everything, right? That's kind of where I'm getting worried. No other handheld really goes with this, hey, we're going to go with this PC operating system on our handheld, right? Like, take a look at the Switch, right? They're the best-selling handheld. Kind of follow what they do. So this, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Windows is going to start messing. They're going to say, look, we can add this feature. We can add this feature. And it's going to just take away from the experience. I think the handheld is going to be almost the mid-generation update, right? Like the PS5 Pro of the next generation for Xbox, right? We get the Xbox Prime next year, allegedly, like you and I talked about yesterday, and then maybe in 27, 28, boom, here's our mid-generation update. It's a handheld, right? That's where I'm thinking Xbox is going, but I'm worried that Microsoft sees the dollar signs and is like, let's jump in, and it ends up taking away from what could be a really awesome experience.
No, absolutely, right? Why can't they just stick with the Xbox UI? Let's go with that operating system and just get us in there. We just want to go into the handheld device and play games.
Yep.
I don't care about using Windows. I'm not there to do my taxes. I'm there to play games. Like, what is going on here? Why would I even bother, right? So here's the other side of it. Let me back up just a little bit, because when you go into your Steam Deck, you can actually go to desktop mode and there open up other opportunities. Hence how I got Game Pass on my Steam Deck. That's how I got it. So is that what they're planning? Allow you to go in on the Windows side of it, but then also flip over to the Xbox side just to play your Game Pass, to play your downloaded games, perhaps? Who knows, right? So there's definitely a lot of questions. I really want to know, like, what do they mean by, hey, we are combining Xbox and Windows together to enhance the handheld experience? What does that entail? How far away are we from actually finding out those full details? There's a lot of questions that come around and go, are you really going to pull this off? Or are they just going to fumble it and screw it up for everybody who just want to enjoy the handheld? Dude, like you say, you go to the Switch, turn it on, pick your game, you play. That's why you have the handheld device. I'm not there to be on a PC, right? I'm there to play games. That's my Steam Deck as well. I try to stay out of the backside of it and just get into my Steam library and play. That's what I want to do. I'm just there to play. And that is why the handheld for the Switch is taken off, because it's simple and it's easy to get into. It is somewhat intuitive, especially at the time, right? So very curious now to see where Switch 2 lines up. There's a lot of questions though. What is Xbox doing? What does next year look like for Xbox? When is this handheld coming out at all?